All right, good morning. This is Saturday morning. I have no idea what day this is for me. Man, the Smokies just never cease to amaze me. For whatever reason, last night, it was cold. It got down to like 42, 43 in the shelter, but I was warm and dry. I mean, I was fine. I had plenty of clothes, and my 20-degree quilt was more than enough. I was warm and cozy. But I woke up this morning and my GPS was at zero power, the battery. My battery bank's about half full, so I'm charging it now. I gotta have my GPS. That's my lifeline. I can always get out. I can do my SOS and all that, so I have to have that. So I sent a message saying I was turning my phone off to be in power saving mode because I'm only about 40% on my phone. But for whatever reason, I swear we just had an earthquake. Just when I thought the Smokies have thrown everything they could at me, bears, snakes, coyotes, cold. I'm just walking and I hear and feel what sounds like thunder in the distance rumbling. It gets louder and louder and louder, like louder than any thunder I've ever heard. And then the ground starts shaking, like violently vibrating. I've never felt anything like it. And I walked up halfway up an active volcano in Costa Rica where the ground shook, but nothing like that. So I don't know. I'll find out later on this afternoon. I hope it was an earthquake. If it wasn't an earthquake, I have no other logical explanation why this whole mountain just shook. But anyway, the goal is we got 19 miles to get to Klingman's Dome, which is the highest point on the AT, and that'd be mile marker 200. And then we're all making decisions on getting off the trail. It looks like bad storms Monday and Tuesday, so most people are getting off anyway. And then next weekend is trail days. Big festival in Damascus, Virginia, that just about everybody, I'd say 90% of the people on trail that work on the trail have anything to do with trail. Shuttle drivers, hostel owners, hikers, everybody goes to this festival. And so I'm going come hell or high water. And so I'm weighing the options on how to get there. If I'm gonna be off for a couple of days anyway because of storms Monday and Tuesday, because I'd like to head to Virginia on Thursday. Really contemplating going home and getting a car. My brother can come pick me up tomorrow at Klingman's Dome. Getting a car, getting off trail for a couple of days, and then going to the festival and coming back this way and picking up some of my buddies and some hikers along the way. And because everybody's getting off trail, it's just however you can get there to trail days. So it's a big, we'll find out when I get there. I'll send many videos, but you can look it up online. Trail Days, Damascus, Virginia. It's a big festival, and we're going come hell or high water. That was on the bucket list when I started, was to make it through the Smokies as far as I can and get to trail days. And I'm going to be halfway through the Smokies and I'm going to trail days. And the plan is to come back and keep going after trail days. So we'll see. That's the plan. But first and foremost, either we're in World War III and this is a Red Dawn scenario and I just don't know it, or that was an earthquake. I'm sure I'll find out the news later. So anyway, if it was an earthquake, I hope everybody's safe and all my fellow hikers are safe. That was something else. The Smokies never disappoint. It's always something new on there. Anyway, wanted to get this video out while my thoughts are still fresh on the earthquake, or I'm not calling it an earthquake until I find out otherwise what it was. Mountain shook. I don't know if that's a thing. But anyway, hope all y'all are safe, whatever it was. I hope we're not in a nuclear war and I just don't know it. I shouldn't joke about that. But anyway, marching on, turning my phone back off. Love y'all. The Smokies never seem to surprise me or impress me. Never stop impressing me. Just rounded the corner, came across this beautiful green field. Grass is kind of tall, but look how green and beautiful it is. Perfect place for me to sit and take a water break and eat a snack. Man, how pretty. No idea what this is. I don't even know where I'm at the top of some ridge. But this is beautiful. Definitely gonna sit here for a second, take a break and eat a snack, fuel up. Talk to y'all later. Hello, Smoky Mountains. Goodness gracious. Way off in the distance, that is Lake Fontana, I believe. We're at the top of, this is either Rock Top or Thunderhead, I believe. We're climbing up it. If it's not, then it's those two peaks that we got to go over next. But this is amazing. Good view. If that's Fontana Lake, which it pretty much has to be, then that means all that is what I've walked in the last 2 days. Crazy. The Smokies are an entity unto themselves. I'll catch you up on everything in the videos, but it is crazy what the Smokies throws at you. Alright, I'm not sure if y'all can see this or not, but there's a clearing way down there through the trees. If you can see it, for those that know, that's Cades Cove down there. There's a clearing. I'll try to get a better view if I get it. But just so you know, that's sentimental meaning to my family. I guess it's one of those, if you know, you know. But it's pretty cool that I'm up on the ridge line that you can see from Cades Cove walking the ridge. But that's pretty cool. So here's to you, Mom and Dad. All right, sorry for the huffing and puffing. Let me see if I can get through this again, a better vantage point. This is on top of either Rocky Top or Thunderbolt. I can't tell. That down there is Lake Fontana, which is where the Smoky started. Check out this landscape. See if I can get through this without crying. I can't, I can already feel it. That is a better view of Cades Cove. Here's to you, Mom and Dad. R.I.P. Love you. Sorry, folks. If you know, you know. All right, I said earlier that the sunrise on Western Bald was my favorite spot on the whole trail. This may be it. Just a little bit higher vantage point. Like I said, you can see Lake Fontana, pretty much all the Smoky Mountains. Cades Cove down there. See if I can do it without crying. I'm pretty sure I can this time. And then way over there is some town. I don't know. I'm just spitballing or guessing. Pigeon Forge or Gatlinburg maybe, or both. I'm not sure. There's some little town. There's some town or civilization way off in the distance. Well, that's definitely got to be Cades Cove. So, yep. This little grass clearing. I'll have to double check if I'm on Rocky Top or Thunderhead, whichever. I'll let you know in the video. This is my favorite spot, I think. Here's to you, Smoky Mountains. Listen to this crap that I gotta listen to at the top of this mountain. So y'all are both ball fans?
Yeah.
Obviously, if you're from Maryville.
Oh, I'm Legacy. I'm
Yeah.
I am because I live here now, but yeah. I was a Wisconsin Badgers fan.
Yeah, really?
Growing up.
I've been there. I know some Wisconsin. Link, the guy that was in the shelter with us, is from Wisconsin.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
The one that was farting all night.
Classic. He's got cheese in his blood.
All right. I've done a bad job in the past of wrapping up my videos. I know y'all's probably giggled about it. They just come to an abrupt end. I'm going to try my best to do a better job. I got so much to say about today. Today was the most remarkable day I've experienced on the trail. I'm still trying to figure out how to summarize it in words. I'm guessing I'm going to do a separate video talking about it, and it may be too long to put on this video, so I may just do a separate video talking about today. It has been unbelievable. There's a musician, and for the life of me, I can't think of who it was, and I'm probably going to get 2/3 of the quote wrong. But he basically said that his goal every day was to be moved to laughter, moved to tears, and love someone and receive love from somebody every day. That if you do that, that's a pretty full day. To say that I've experienced all that tenfold today would be an understatement. I'll try to explain in words, but as of right now, I'm not sure I could put today in words. It has been unbelievable what the trail, the Lord, the world, wherever you are in your journey on this planet has revealed to me today. But man, what a day on the trail. I'm fighting for a way to summarize it, how I was moved emotionally 2 or 3 different times today. So I thought that morning on Western Ball where I saw the sunrise and I was moved to tears would be hard to top. But I think today topped it. In fact, I know it did. Today was my favorite spot on the trail, and you'll probably see it in the video, but I just sat down and had about a 10-minute, not 10 minutes, say a 2-minute cry, but just totally unexpected. But man, what a day. I'm a couple of miles from the shelter, maybe 1.5 miles, 2 miles from the shelter. And then I'm closing in on 200-mile marker. I think I'll have 10 miles to do tomorrow, and I'll be at the highest point on the entire Appalachian Trail at the Clingman's Dome. They've changed it now to, I don't know, whatever the Cherokee name for it is. I'm not going to try to say it. I can't remember. But anyway, most of us know it as Clingman's Dome. But that's the highest point on the trail, and I'll be there tomorrow, and that's right at the 200-mile marker, which is hard to imagine in its own right. But anyway, this is already 3 minutes on top of what I've already videoed today, so I'll do a separate video. I may even have to write down some notes and try to gather my thoughts on today. But it has been unbelievable. It'll be a day that I remember for the rest of my life. And I'm just glad and blessed I was able to experience it. Talk to y'all later. Bye.